Hi, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'd like to talk about the recent accusation against Joe Biden. Now, a woman by the name of Tara Reid, and I dived more into this in the last video, had made an allegation against Joe Biden that he had sexually assaulted her, digitally penetrated her, and she goes into um, detail about what happened, who she talked to, and also, she speaks about the fact that she went to the Time's Up movement and then was told that they are not able to help her because they cannot be involved in a political situation. So there's that part. Now, the media has not said anything regarding this accusation. They have not spoken about it. It has not been out there. And until as I'm me recording this video, I have yet to see any news in the mainstream media report on this issue. What I have seen is Howard Dean. Howard Dean used to be the governor of Vermont, I'm sorry, and the head of the Democratic Party. He used to be the chair of the Democratic Party. He came out and he slandered the Intercept, and they are the news agency that actually broke the story. Ryan Grimm is the reporter who wrote the piece and went into detail about what happened regarding the sexual assault allegation. And he spoke to the accuser, Tara Reid, in depth about what happened. So he's the first one to break it. Now, Howard Dean, the ex chair of the Democratic Party, ended up slandering the Intercept, saying that they are Fox News of the left and that they are associated with Russia somehow, again with no proof at all, just what he feels. He didn't really present any evidence, facts, nothing, just based on what he thinks. And so he tied the Intercept to the Russian media or the Russian government. Nevertheless, let's say that they are somehow intertwined with Russia. Did they also make this victim? Did they are you talking about somebody that doesn't exist? I mean, I've seen interviews with Tara Reid. She did one with Katie Halper, and she did one with The Hills Rising. And so this woman does exist. She has tried to get the story out long before the Intercept broke the story. And people would not take her seriously. They were shutting her down because of Joe Biden. Joe Biden is beloved by the Democratic establishment, by the mainstream media. And so they blocked the story. Kind of like if you guys remember how Harvey Weinstein, these allegations have been going around for years. And when the reporter tried to break that story, he was also blocked from telling the story. And so I believe that we have another situation of the media. Instead of doing their job and just reporting the news objectively, they pick and choose what to report. And then the ironic part of all this, the news, which is supposed to be like the trusted source for people to get their information from, unbiased, objective, they throw out smears and conspiracies. And then they wonder why people don't trust them. They wonder why people have no respect for them. It just amazes me. Anyways, with this situation, Howard Dean went on to say that he does not believe this woman and he thinks it's all like a Russian job. Russia, Russia, Russia again. Mind you, when Dr. Ford came out against Kavanaugh, the same newspaper or the same agency, The Intercept, they also broke that story. And the reporter, Brian Grimm, he's the same one that, broke the story about her allegations against the current Justice, Kavanaugh. And back then, he believed the story. In fact, he went out and said that he believed her. And then we were hearing from all of them, believe all women, believe the victim. Even Joe Biden has said, believe all women when they make an accusation. But now, because it doesn't fit the narrative, then you don't believe the story? And I have no issue at all. First of all, I don't, you know, believe in that line of just believing people. People lie. Is it more likely than not if a woman reports sexual assault for her to be telling the truth? Yes. But are there still some people out there who do lie? Absolutely. And so the proper thing to do in this situation is to vet this woman, Tara Reid, vet her. Go out there, research the story, look at the evidence, and then make an opinion based on facts, not based on this is my candidate, I want this person to win, and so therefore I'm just gonna do away with any information, ignore it, and then if that doesn't work, I'll just say they're associated with Russia somehow. You cannot believe victims only if they are not in your party or if it hurts someone from another political orientation because it helps you out. That's not how it works. You need consistency in order for people to listen to what you have to say. If you sit there and tell people to believe women and believe their accusations without ever doubting them, then you can't come out at the same time and say this woman, just because she's accusing Joe Biden, the Democrat running, that no, it's not true and I don't believe it. Those are my thoughts on this subject. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit more information. I don't think the mainstream media is going to talk about this at all. I don't think they're going to bring it up. I think the only time the rest of the country will hear about it, unfortunately, is if he is the nominee and he goes up against Donald Trump, because he will bring it up. Please, guys, tell me what you think in the comments. I'd like to hear your thoughts and what you think. Do you think it's hypocrisy, what they're doing here? What do you think about the mainstream media not covering it? Have you heard the interview? I encourage you to go and listen to her interview with Katie Halper. She has a podcast, or also on The Hill Rising. They interviewed her as well. And that was a really great interview. I got a lot more information. I encourage you to listen and tell me what you think for yourself, but think for yourself. Thank you, everyone. Please comment, share, subscribe, and leave me a like if you enjoyed this video. Until next time, peace.